when we settle into this, I can't, you don't understand. It doesn't work. I've tried. It's pointless. Why spend the energy? Why spend the money? Why keep myself up at night thinking of new ideas? Nothing I do works. It's pointless. I'm just going to wait here until the Lord comes and takes me to heaven. But that's not how He made you. And not only is there stuff that He wants to do through you that's not getting done, but when you're stuck in this spot, you are utterly miserable. I know. Right? I've had scenarios in life where you don't understand. I tried, it doesn't work, I give up. I'm done. You're miserable. I want you to think about this. Paul could have gotten up. Okay, he's out in this ditch outside of town. All of these believers are gathered around praying for him. Life returns to his body, and he could have gotten up and said, "Phooey on you all, I'm going on to the next town," and nobody would have blamed him for it. Right? Everybody would have understood. Here's a neat little nuance to the story. There was a young man in town, probably a teenager at this point, maybe a boy. He was a believer at this point, and so there's a good chance that this young teenage boy was one of these people in the crowd around Paul praying, "Please, God, save his life." His name was Timothy. And years later, because Paul got up and went back, because he didn't say, "Well, I'm helpless, I can't do anything, I give up, I quit, I'm just going to go back home and make tents," because he got back up. Years later, he comes back to the town again, and Timothy becomes his traveling companion. And down the road, this young man, Timothy, becomes like a son to Paul. He's a protege of Paul. And when Paul is executed, it's Timothy and a few other young ministers like him who continued to spread the gospel. Okay? It's guys like Timothy that are the reason that you and I are here today and that we know who Jesus is. And if Paul had said, "Forget it, I can't, I give up," I don't know that Timothy ever would have become any of that. And I know, I understand, it's hard because it hurts when you know what you want to do and you try and it just doesn't work. When you're like, I know I don't want to be stuck in this. Financially, it's like year after year, I just want to climb out. I just want to get out of debt. No matter what I do, I just keep getting stuck. It's too hard. No matter what I do, I can't get my body where I need it to be. I can't get healthy. I can't get in shape. No matter what I do, I can't fix my marriage. I can't fix this relationship with my kids. I can never get ahead in work. They're always against me. All of these. It's exhausting. And there are times, there are things that are beyond your control. Right? There are things you cannot change, but there's so much that you can. So my encouragement to you today is this. Don't let the 5% that you can't change stop the 95% that you can. There's so much more that you can do because the Holy Spirit is in you, because there's more life in the Holy Spirit than there was death in Paul's body. And it's the same for us. He is working in you, giving you the power and the desires to do what pleases Him. You know what? I can't help it. I'm just a gossip. That's just who I am. I'm just a porn addict. I always will be. Right? I'm just a drunk. I always will be. I'm just a screw up at work. I'll never get, I'm destined to be single and lonely for life and no one will ever love me. Okay? You get stuck in those things. But you're not helpless.